This is part 57 of our Minish Cap walkthrough, and in this part, we're finally going to be confronting the final.
We're finally going to begin to the final boss.
Yeah, sorry, that's a lot of finals.
Which we've obviously been making our way to the whole game.
Yep. And all I can say is I love this first hallway.
I jumped. I saw what I knew what you were going to say. I was like, oh, I got to get out first. But no, just absolutely love this room. The flames kind of like on the walkway. And just be able to see below you right there.
Yeah.
Kind of remind me a lot of Low World in A Link Between Worlds.
Definitely. And we kind of complained about that a little bit earlier in this dungeon when we couldn't see something below us.
Like when we went outside the castle.
Yeah, so getting to see it here, and for some reason, torches lining a hallway will always remind me of the end of Turtle Rock. And
right before the final boss.
Oh, one of the best approaches.
One of our favorite rooms in like really any Zelda game.
Just about, yeah.
That's saying a lot for a 2D Zelda game, but I'm right there with you. Love those torches going up in Turtle Rock, and you get the same feeling right there in that last room.
One thing I'm not a huge fan of is this entire final approach to Vaati is timed.
Yeah.
And like you get 3 chimes of the bell or bell tolls, whatever you want to call it. And I honestly am not sure how long that actually adds up to.
But you can't run out of time because it happened to me. Like I think you were thinking like it just automatically did that. Like no matter what, like no matter how much time you used, you automatically got through it. But I can tell you from experience that you can run out of time on this thing.
Well, all I know is if we're running out of time here, Eslo should probably quit interrupting.
Yeah, exactly. Like popping out of our head, talking to us. Come on, Eslo.
It's like we got places to be, buddy.
And like we've not complained about this too much, but he does kind of hold your hand a little bit too much, I think, in this game.
He does.
Like, there's a lot of places he just comes up that you really just don't need him.
All I'm gonna say is he's no feet. He's no feet.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. I don't mind feet that much, but I know you're not a big fan now. Something right here that I hate, 3 dark nuts. This is just way too much in one room.
Especially having like the tougher ones, like the red and the black ones, I believe are the hardest ones.
I know the black ones are the hardest ones. I'm not sure at all about the reds, but I know that I had the hardest time with the red ones. Even though I beat them, you know, that's a bad example right there because I just beat both red dark nuts first.
Well, either way, it's funny, like, because earlier
other rooms I had problems with them.
Yeah, and also earlier we mentioned that having more than one makes it a little bit easier. I think there's a limit there, though. Going from 2 to 3 is a big jump.
In this one, though, if you do get in the middle of them, I mean, you can start swinging like crazy and usually end up hitting one of them.
Exactly. I do like how you were done with that cape. You're like, I'm going with the Pegasus.
Like you said, like, you know, like, when there was 3 of them, I could kind of just jump in the middle and, like, you know, it was still kind of easy. It was still kind of easy if you just swung to get one of them, but yeah, just like sometimes I get to that part where it's just easier to use the Pegasus boots.
It is, but thank God we got those 3 guys.
Yeah, they were tough, and like I think that's actually where I died the first time. Like running out of time was on those 3 dark nuts.
Probably.
I could just not get those guys. And how about this? This isn't really a room, but like, how about just this look right here?
It's the top of the castle. Is what they say, and you can. This is finally an area you can actually see a little bit in the background, kind of, when the dialogue goes off the screen.
Like, you know, like kind of going like, you know, 2 links to the past.
Yeah.
Like when you first enter the Dark World and you stand on that pyramid. That background, like, although you don't have like the buildings in the back, like you do in Link to the Past, like that background right there reminds me a lot of that.
Now it ticks me off though, is they immediately drop you inside a room.
Yes, and this is our favorite, or least favorite. Least favorite. Yeah, it's not definitely not our favorite. This is our least favorite phase.
Phase, yeah.
Is it a phrase or a phase? Phase of the final boss fight.
It is, and a big part of that is finding him in this like contained room. We're big fans, if you've seen any of our videos, of like outdoor boss fights. And just this guy, this phase doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, we were outside, and I believe the last 2 phases are outside. Even though on Vaati's Transfigure, I don't think we can really ever see if we're outside or not. But like, yeah, I mean, you show us that room right there. Yeah. And you drop us back in here. I just was not a fan.
We were only on that rooftop for like a minute.
Yeah.
Maybe. But I will say the one thing about being on that roof that it really reminded me of the ending from Skyward Sword, because Vaati was up there trying to like suck the light force out of Zelda, and in Skyward
was
Sword
trying to do the same thing
to resurrect. Well, yeah, we're spoiler alert, but
oh well,
I'll shut up now.
Yeah,
but I like the coordination.
How about the lasers on this guy? That is one thing I really liked. I mean, come on, you give me lasers, we're men. We're gonna love lasers.
We're gonna love it. And I was actually a fan too of how they brought back the Gust Jar a little bit.
You know, it took me forever though to figure that out.
Like,
a lot of times I just never think about using the first weapon that I got in a Zelda game. So I use all kinds of weapons. And just for some reason, I was like, the Gust Jar's not going to do anything against this guy.
Plus, it's not obvious. You look at something like that, and you treat it almost like one of the sparks, and you try using a boomerang or something like that.
You know, I used the cane a lot because it seemed like in this game, like, that cane almost felt magical. I don't know if it was really like a magic weapon, but it kind of felt like you used it like that.
We used it a lot throughout the game.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So, like, that's the thing I tried the most.
And we'll actually be using it a little later in this boss fight for that matter.
The final boss, or final phase.
The final phase, yeah. Now, him jumping all around this room.
I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Yeah, warping, teleporting.
It was awful.
It just was too much, man. Like, you just really never knew.
Yeah, because it looks like you're in a good spot to land a couple of hits, but then it keeps moving.
Yeah.
And it's like, even though it looks like you're hitting him with your
what I hated, like, if you saw right there, like, we chased him around forever.
We did.
And then we hit him one time.
I know, it's
like, I don't know if it's a timer thing or not, but just... I don't know why in the world I'm just trying to hit. Oh, because I didn't get the skin. I guess you call it off of that, or shell.
Yeah.
I don't think it's skin. It's more of a shell, but
whatever you want to call it.
Man, those things sound like dangerous when they hit you, though.
They do. I'll tell you what. I like the fact that he's got like these. His hands are on fire in this fight. If he gets you with all those fireballs, it can make this a very tough stage.
Never noticed that his hands were on fire.
But either way, once we beat him, this will wrap up part 57 of the Minish Cap.